The General Hospital recap features Curtis's loved ones gathered at the hospital after he was shot and headed for surgery. Also in this episode, Anna and Sunny debated who was really the shooter's target. Joss spotted something upsetting, Dante spotted something disturbing, and Christina realized she almost stepped in it without realizing she actually had. Now let's take a deeper dive into this episode. Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, spotted the shooter at the Metro Court and yelled for everyone to take cover. After the dust cleared, it was revealed that Curtis, Donald Turner, was shot in the back. Portia, Brooke Kerr, sprang into action and Jordan, Tanisha Harper, tried to help. Finn, Michael Easton, and Liz, Rebecca Herbst, arrived, and he asked Portia to let them handle it. Portia wondered who would want to shoot Curtis, but Jordan said she didn't think he was the intended target. Portia rode to the hospital with Curtis, and Zeke took Jordan. He was quickly taken into trauma. Portia worried to Zeke and Jordan. Later, Jordan, in her new role, had to leave to hold a press conference about the shooting. Sunny, Morris Bernard, didn't want to stay hidden and instead tried to draw the shooter's fire. He wanted to prove the shooter was gone so the paramedics could come to help Curtis. Dant felt one of them was the target. After looking at things and talking, Anna, Finola Hughes, thought Sunny was the target and asked if anyone had tried to kill him. Sunny mentioned her issues and had Anna wondering if she was the target. Statements were taken, so Finn and Liz wanted to get out of there. Finn comforted a worried Liz. Brooke Lynn, Amanda Seton arrived, wanting to see how Chase, Josh Spickard, was, and Sunny made sure she had a ride home. Chase left with Dante to follow up on a lead with the one unoccupied room. Behind the couch, Dante found a rifle. He was pretty sure the person was a pro, but it could also be an intelligence op. At the picnic, Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, explained to Trina, Tabiana Ali, that Spencer's dislike of Dex is because of her and how she handled her breakup with Cameron. She also thought he was intimidated by Dex because he doesn't want to be dismissed as a spoiled rich kid. His new approach to Esme impressed Joss, which made Trina ask what she knew about that. She told her grandma Bobby saw that they'd signed up for a parenting class. Trina didn't like the thought of Spencer spending more time with Esme. Dex, Evan Hofer, brought the ladies drinks, but then a call from Sunny's bodyguard, Gabe, alerted him to the shooting. He broke the news to Trina. Joss wanted to go to the hospital to find Spencer because she knew Trina would need him. Trina called her mom and learned Curtis was still alive, so she too rushed to the hospital. She and Portia learned that Curtis was about to have surgery, but it would be tough because the bullet was near his spine. Esme told Spencer she wanted them to work together for Ace's sake. Spencer wasn't sure what they were doing in the class, but the teacher said it was to come up with communication strategies. Esme realized she hadn't ever asked Spencer what time he thought Ace should go to bed, which he appreciated. The class ended up putting them on the same page, and they were told they were a great team. They laughed about bedtimes, and he opened up about Nicola's. Joss walked up and was not happy when she saw them looking close. Molly, Holiday Mia Kriebel, was shocked when she overheard Christina, Kate Mansi, wanted to be their surrogate and told Taj Bello, she wanted to be as far away from her family as she could. TJ wanted to know what Christina did since she's never been mad at Sam. She told him she wanted to be their surrogate, which she took as throwing in her face her ability to have a baby. She said not even the worst thing that's happened to her will be about her. It will be about Christina. TJ said it's their decision, not her sister's. Molly apologized for not considering him with it all. He admitted he has been grieving, but he does want them to have kids. When they're ready. She said if they do go the surrogacy route, Christina may be the best choice since they share DNA. Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran, urged caution and said now wasn't the time to say anything. Christina disagreed. She felt the sooner, the better, and now was a good time for her to carry a baby. That might not be the case in 2 years. Alexis asked her to please think about what carrying another woman's child would mean to her. Sam, Kelly Monaco, tried to explain how she didn't have a clue during her first pregnancy. Christina realized she hadn't thought it through and was relieved she didn't tell Molly. In this episode, Spencer dropped everything to be with Trina while Jocelyn made sure to go off on Esme to her face. Curtis's family gathered at the hospital to pray for him and were joined by Minna. Anna and Sunny stayed at the pool and wondered if they made the right life choices. Finally, Liz and Finn decided to give romance a fourth or fifth try. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, could not believe her eyes when she saw Esmond, Avery Kristen Pohl, and Spencer Nicholas Alexander Chavez in a close moment after parenting class. At least Joss got to the task at hand and told Spencer he needed to go comfort Trina, Tabiana Alley. As soon as Spencer heard about Curtis, Donald Turner, he ran to find Trina, leaving Jocelyn and Esme alone. Esme was forced to listen as Jocelyn informed her that Spencer would be with Trina now, and she'd just have to live with it. This didn't seem to bother Esme, but Esme being unbothered seemed to bother Joss. She told Esme she was onto her. Esme still insisted she was not the person she was before, but Jocelyn didn't care and rightfully informed the young woman that she hurt her with that sex video, whether Esme remembered it or not. Jocelyn then suggested that Esme turn herself in to prove how sorry she was about all she had done, but Esme was not about to do that. After Jocelyn declared people pay if they hurt her, she then switched tunes and said she was really trying to protect Trina. Esme insisted she wasn't trying to move in on Spencer, but Jocelyn didn't buy it. Instead, she asked Esme which psychopathic parent she inherited her personality from. Dex, Evan Hofer, stepped in and broke up their little chat. When Esme was gone, Joss was sure she had caught a glimpse of the real Esme Portia. Brooke Kerr tried to comfort Trina as they both worried about what would happen to Curtis. Trina worried she would lose him after just learning he was her dad. Soon Spencer arrived and Trina ran into his arms. Trina cried and poured out her heart to Spencer after Curtis was wheeled into surgery. Spencer tried to get Trina to stay positive, reminding her how strong she was when they were on the Haunted Star. Soon, Esme showed up and told Trina how sorry she was about Curtis, but made sure Trina knew that Spencer was with her at a parenting class when he found out. Spencer did not seem happy with Esme at all. Sunny, Morris Bernard, and Anna Finola Hughes went over what happened at the pool and still wonder which one of them was the target. Anna lamented that she should have taken the vandalism on her door more seriously. It was clear that Sunny believed the shooter was after him. Soon Nina, Cynthia Watrose, arrived and was horrified to learn her good friend Curtis had been shot. She was even more horrified to learn that the intended target may have been Sunny. Anna assured Nina the shooter could have also been after her when Dex called with an update on Curtis. Nina insisted on going to the hospital to see her friend, while Anna and Sunny stayed at the pool to continue to discuss the shooting. As Anna came to the conclusion that their life decisions put her and Sunny in this situation of always having to watch their backs, Sunny asked Anna if she'd make different choices if she could turn back the clock. Anna wasn't sure, but Sunny's experience in Nixon Falls apparently had an effect on him, and he wondered if he created Smike because deep down he wanted another life. However, he had to accept the mobster life he chose. Liz, Rebecca Herbst, and Finn, Michael Easton, continued talking about how Liz was super emotional after treating Curtis in an emergency situation. They discussed the shooting and how random it all was as they worried about what would have happened if either one of them had caught a bullet. The doctor and nurse continued to have a deep conversation about being a doctor and nurse before realizing life was just too short. All they cared about was being with one another and making sure the other was okay. Finn soon asked Liz if she was ready to take the plunge again, clearly a euphemism for trying to date again since things worked out so well for them the last 3 times they tried. A chaste kiss gave Finn his answer.